part to the misguided community awareness and community participation.
An attempt at using social networks has increased attendance, but there is room for improvement in order for MMA to further connect with its community members. Earned income stands at only 35% of 2010's total revenue. This makes MMA dependent on contributed income in the form of grants and donations. This compromises the museum's sustainability.
That concludes our internal analysis, and we will now move into the external analysis. Mike, how about a brief industry overview?
Certainly. In 2010, the industry had approximately 17,000 establishments, generating $20.2 billion, which is a large increase from 2002, when the industry only generated $5.9 billion. This includes many small sites that operate on a volunteer-only basis. Joey will now explain the industry life cycle.
Art is in constant evolution, discovery, and rediscovery. Museums have a vast number of resources to create new and inspiring exhibits. The industry is currently experiencing strong growth. And now for a summary of the general environment.
The following components of the general environment have the ability to impact growth of the industry and the nature of the competition. As of July 2010, the population of Monterey County was approximately 475,000 people. 70% of Monterey County's population resides outside the Monterey Peninsula.
The Monterey Peninsula is highly influenced by art, music, and food. Each year, Monterey County experiences a surge of 8.5 million visitors. This fluctuation in tourism population accounts for a large percentage of the business in Monterey County.
The museum industry utilizes technology for media and marketing purposes. Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, personal websites, and Google keywords open additional opportunities for galleries to show previews of their art and future exhibitions.
Economically, the industry is affected by the disposable income of individuals. The unemployment rate in Monterey County as of January 2011 was 17%, which was an increase from December 2010 of 16.4%. This shows how individual disposable income is limited.
Museums aim to maintain sustainable environmental procedures to conserve resources and reduce waste. Mary DeGroat of Monterey Museum of Art said, MMA's exhibits are scheduled with the most efficient and shortest modes of transportation available.
The majority of museums are classified as nonprofit. By filing as nonprofit, they are able to avoid taxes and reallocate their additional funds toward new exhibits and events that stimulate growth. We are now going to introduce forces suppressing industry profitability.
The following forces demonstrate the attractiveness and position of the museum industry.
The threat of new entrants is ranked low due to the capital requirement for the art industry. It is a spectrum fluctuating from pristine, high capital art museums to small local galleries. The threat of substitutes is high due to the Monterey Peninsula containing more than 125 different art galleries. The main substitutes on the Monterey Peninsula include Cannery Row and Fisherman's Wharf.
The bargaining power of suppliers is ranked low because of the high concentration of museums. The bargaining power of buyers is determined by the procurement of desired content and the availability of substitutes, depicting a medium ranking in the industry. These factors allow museums the ability to dictate market prices.
The rivalry is high due to the increasing growth rate in the industry, which creates intense competition. It should be noted, museums are competing for people's time. The more differentiated the product is, the larger the impact on rivalry, making the rivalry more intense. Trevor, will you start to discussing the value-adding activities?
Of course. Suppliers include all forms of artists. The industry suppliers must be well-known, accredited, and accepted by the art community to create value for their artwork. They work closely with buyers and sellers.
The physical structure of the museum includes the architecture and interior design of the building, reflecting the type of art in the exhibit. How visitors behave, what they observe, and what they remember is strongly influenced by the physical context.
Visitors' interests, motivations, and concerns are highly considered.